This is me attempting to travel across the entire United States without spending money on transportation. An adventure that's about to change my life forever.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna miss this place.
Oh well.
Christchurch Airport. The final month of my gap year has begun. The past 10 months in New Zealand were the best time of my life so far, and I'm sad it's coming to an end now. Before I'll have to go back home, back to the normal life of studying and staying in one place for too long, I want to have one last adventure to experience true freedom again. I want to do something I've been dreaming of for almost 8 years. I'm gonna attempt to ride freight trains up the west coast and across the entire United States. I have no idea how I'm actually gonna do it though. San Francisco was very different to the natural beauty I've seen in New Zealand. Lots of homelessness and people you should probably stay away from. I walked a bit through the city before crossing the Golden Gate Bridge and setting my hammock up in some bushes on the other side. The next day I walked back into town and admired the gigantic buildings again, while waiting for my Greyhound bus to Sacramento, from where I planned to catch my first train north to Dunsmuir. So I'm at the spot now. It's the Union Pacific Davis Yard. I just checked out the fence, and first of all, there's definitely a lot of activity in this yard. But second of all, they have made this fence incredibly sturdy. Sometimes it's even like 2 layers of fences, which is not gonna be easy to get through. Here. This is more than just normal chain link fence. This is sturdy stuff. I expected this to be a lot easier than it actually is. There's 2 layers of fences and there's security every 10 minutes or something. If I'm in the yard, I can't get out easily, so I have to find a really good hiding spot, and I have no idea how it looks in there. It's honestly quite scary to me. Double stack intermodal just stopped. Who the hell knows where it's going, but there's 2 options. Either it's going to Spark, I think that's called, or it could be going north. Might be worth a shot. Have to be really careful. There's security everywhere. They're driving by every 10 minutes or so, and there's not really a place to hide in there. I'm in the yard now. There's a train coming from that direction. This one's probably waiting for that one. Might get seen here. Ow! Fucking. There we go. I have no idea what they would be going. I'm inside of the locomotive. They're both stopped on the main line, so I can't get to the train behind that, which I think is more likely to go to Dunsmuir. So what I think I'll do is, if this grain train leaves before the intermodal one, I'm gonna get on the intermodal one and just hope for the best. If it doesn't leave first, then I'm gonna continue waiting here. Alright, so the double stack train left. Now there's just the grain train left, and this one's got a red light. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just set up my hammock and go to sleep and try again tomorrow, because it's getting quite late. Can't just work out the first time. See ya tomorrow. So this is where I slept. The yard is pretty dead at the moment, so I'm just gonna wait for the sun to go down, because I don't really want to go into the yard when it's bright out anyways. And then I'll just hope something good comes. And then hopefully I'm out of here. It's a bit too warm for me anyways. Roseville, 3 p.m. Executing my plans has proven to be a lot more difficult than I expected. Compared to this place, the one hop I did in New Zealand was a walk in the park. My lack of experience and knowledge is already starting to show, and I'm not sure how I'm actually gonna get out of here. Mom has already asked me why I'm still here. After all, I told her I'd be hitchhiking across the country, so it's a bit weird that I haven't made any progress so far. I might just have to accept that this is gonna be more risky than I'd like it to be. I really can't stay here much longer. Alright, so quick update. I found an access point to the yard where I can pretty much just run straight over to any train. I don't really want to stay here any longer, so I'm just gonna get on whatever train leaves that has rides. So that's the plan now. I just met a real rider. He told me that a train towards Dunsmuir, where I want to go, is leaving today. He just doesn't know when. Also, I've been stressing basically over nothing. If a worker sees me inside the yard, according to him, they can just tell me to leave, and I'm gonna be out of there anyways before the police arrives. So what I'm probably gonna do now, since there's rain approaching, is I might actually just go into the yard and get on some sort of wagon that protects me a bit from the rain, and then I'll just wait and see what train leaves. Oh, well, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so from what I know, the train is gonna be leaving from the other side of the yard, approximately 10 tracks from here. I might just actually go for it now. I'm still very much afraid of getting seen and told to leave, but overall, I'm less scared than I was just a few minutes ago. Not gonna lie, that's very fucking stressful because I don't want to get caught. I'm gonna leave the yard before I just go in here when it's dark. Fucking dirty. It's really pretty. Still don't feel very safe here. Alright, so I just changed into something a bit, dirt resistance. This train is a Canadian Pacific one, so I mean, if this isn't going north, I don't know what is. If this train stops, I'm definitely getting on it. These are all suicide. None of those have a bottom. Maybe those ones. No. Look at this. It's just no fucking rides on here. The bull just drove by. Fuck. I've walked along the entire train. It's crazy that I haven't been told to leave yet. I was way too scared. This would have been perfect. I expected there to be at least one ride, maybe two. Fucking hell. Well, I guess I'll just take one at night then. Three logs have pulled up behind this train and they're probably gonna connect to something. Maybe that's the one that's supposed to leave today. I'm just gonna keep an eye on that, and to whatever one this one connects, I'm just gonna get on, I believe. Alright, Canadian Pacific is leaving now. It's just a matter of finding the right train that's leaving, or getting on one that just stops here like this one. I believe the guy said on the 10th track from here is supposed to be the train that's leaving. Well, let's see on the 10th one. Alright, so one of these two trains is gonna leave. I have no idea which one, but I'm just gonna hide on one of those and jump on the other one if it starts moving. Alright, so as I said, I have literally no idea what I'm doing, but I think my train just got air, and next to my train there's another train which has already got a rear end device, and well, maybe that one is leaving, but this train's got empty lumber cars, box cars, and these grainers. Two of those things I have heard go to the Pacific Northwest, which is where I want to go. So maybe I've picked the right one. Just wish me luck. Holy shit. This sounds very good. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I took the right one. I fucking took the right one. So now we're stopped in Reading after I think it was 6 hours of driving. We should be in Dunsmuir in 1 hour, probably. I'm not sure why we stopped actually. Probably to let another train pass. I really hope we're gonna stay here for a few minutes or maybe an hour, so it's light out when we actually enter the mountains. I'm fucking tired. It's really hard to sleep on these trains. But so far I haven't even been caught, so that's great. Alright, we're moving again. The train stopped again only a couple meters further. I didn't film any of it, but basically what happened was, I peeked out to figure out why we stopped again, and that's when I saw workers with flashlights walking along the train toward the car I was hiding on. After they walked past me, I bailed off while they had their backs turned to me. Alright, so needless to say, that didn't go as planned. I thought I would just ride through to Dunsmuir and get up there, but apparently not. So now I'm stuck in Reading. I'm just gonna head into town now, grab something to eat and charge my batteries, and then come back here to try to catch out. See you in a bit. I ended up spending 2 days there, only to find out that only one train leaves there per day, somewhere between 4 and 6 am. After I missed that one twice by literal seconds, I decided to continue by hitchhiking, which I would have had to do from Dunsmuir on anyways. After waiting for hours in the 40-degree heat on different spots along the freeway, I got picked up by a nice Indian truck driver who took me all the way to a town at the bottom of Mount Shasta. I had my eyes on a gorgeous mountain lake where I wanted to take a swim to wash the sweat off and relax for a bit, before continuing my journey to the first of the 3 main sites I wanted to see on this trip. Lake Siskiyou. Looks like I failed train hopping to Dunsmuir like I planned. After unexpectedly getting stuck in Reading, a town that I cannot say many positive things about, I still can't say that I'm unhappy with how it all went. It would have been nice to ride a freight train into the mountains, but this way I've ended up here. And to be honest, there's no place I'd rather be right now. Everyone stopped for about half an hour, and then this guy in a small hatchback slammed on his brakes and stopped right next to me. After a few minutes of driving, he asked me to drive for him, and after we switched, I quickly found out why. As I looked to my right, I noticed he had started smoking something out of a thin metal pipe that made a bubbling sound. I asked him what it was, and he told me it's crack. Apparently, he regularly uses cocaine, meth, and crack. He's had an incredibly rough past and is just driving around the country aimlessly now until his money runs out again. I had to get out in this town called Grants Pass, where the road branches off to the coast and to Portland. He's still high on crack and weed and is now driving all the way to Portland, which is about 400 kilometers away. I hope he makes it safely.
Yeah, this is a redwood. If you go like down towards Eureka, you can see more of this too.
This is beautiful. After 2 fairly relaxed days of hitchhiking, I've now made it to Crescent City. It is so beautiful here. It isn't nearly as hot as it was in Sacramento. There's not nearly as many homeless people here. And it's next to the ocean, which I really like. Seeing this kind of makes me want to consider going to Maine too, which I didn't originally plan to, but I think I've got enough time so that I might actually be able to pull it off. Yeah, my plan now is to just sleep in the nearby woods and then head to the spot I want to go to tomorrow, which is only 40 minutes by car from here, so I'm definitely gonna get there tomorrow. That's the plan now. After I've been there, I'll try to get back to the train tracks and head further north. After waiting around half an hour, I got picked up by a nice security guard home. He ended up driving me 15 kilometers further than he needed to go, which I'm incredibly thankful for. Since I slept in that day and walking to Walmart and to the highway took quite long, it was already late afternoon when he picked me up. Him going out of his way to drop me off exactly where I wanted to go gave me a lot more time at the spot, which turned out to be way more breathtaking and beautiful than I ever could have imagined. Alright, so after almost 3 days of hitchhiking, I could have probably done it in 2 or maybe even 1 if I got lucky. I've met a few nice people and even a serious drug addict. This was one of my main 3 spots that I wanted to see in this country, and it was every bit as beautiful as I hoped it would be. Now there's just a question, how do I continue? Do I hitchhike back to Dunsmuir and get on a train there to Portland or Seattle? Or do I continue hitchhiking along the coast? I'm not quite sure what I'm doing now. I'll have to figure it out by tomorrow because I can't stay here that much longer. Yeah. I've also seen some very concerningly big footprints here that must be from a bear or 2. I knew the situation would come, but I'm not prepared in any way. This is gonna be an exciting night. Talk to you in the morning.